Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Pond. And today, on our very special episode, we're going to talk all about smooth jazz. No, we're not. We're going to talk about what's upcoming for movies and comics this year, and we're going to talk about Moonknight with Oscar Isaac. It's just fucking killed it. I got all caught up the other night. I love it. It's great.
Do you want to know my opinion now, or do you want me to save it?
Yeah, sure. Let's jump into Moonknight right now, and then we'll do what's upcoming and all that.
Okay. It's really good. You're really good at that.
I
know. So me and Ben have been watching it together, and it was during the third episode that literally he turned to me and he goes, "Do you even know what the hell's going on?" And I said, I have no idea. So him and I have just been like faking it, that both of us know what's going on. I'm like, I think he's like a god uses him, but he's got like a bunch of personalities too. And I'm like, but I don't understand. So I feel like it's not beginner friendly.
You know what? I really don't know if it's sticking right to Moonknight, because Moonknight's not a character I know a lot about. Like, all I pretty much know is like before going into the show was that he gets his powers from this god named Khonshu, and it's an Egyptian god, and that he has multiple personalities.
Okay.
That's all I've really known going in. And second.
So I guess it's just like they're two separate things going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that makes more sense, because I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
And like in the comics, at least, I know like that's why Khonshu picks him, is because he's like, he even says to him, he's like, well, surely you've noticed, like, I'm only able to manipulate you so well because you're so broken.
That'd be like, what do you say if someone ever says that to you?
What do you say if a god says that to you?
You're like, I guess you're right.
Sure, Khonshu. Yeah, no, in the from the like little bits I've seen where he's popped up in comics I've read, like, Khonshu's just as much of a dick in the comics as he is in this.
Huh. Yeah, I respect it.
I really liked in the third episode when he was talking through him to the other gods, and like, and like everyone else is just like so relaxed and the other gods talk, but like he's like gets tense and like screams at them every time.
That guy does really well at like being strung out.
Yeah, he does.
Like,
and like, I don't know if when he's doing that, it's that Khonshu's constantly screaming at them, or if like he's so tense about letting him control him that's how it comes through. But I loved it.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. First episode, like introducing it to him, like, who do you like better? Do you like Steven or Mark better?
I think I like Mark. Steven's kind of a wuss.
I like Steven.
But he's so like, I don't know. He's that nice guy that like ends up coming into the office and being like, a man, I'm glad I called that guy.
Yeah, no. I just like how nerdy Steven is. Like, well, not nerdy, like he's just such a spaz.
Yeah. He's really like neurotic.
Yeah, exactly, right? So yeah, and like I liked how the you know how when he summons the suit, it's like an actual suit.
Yeah.
That in the comics, that's just this other character's like version of Moonknight. So it was weird that yeah. Exactly.
It's
I've been like finding things out about it and all that. And like I'm trying not to read any Moon Knight at all. Just like I started collecting the new series because I heard it was going to be good. So I got about 8 issues of it that I just haven't read at all because I wanted to go into this fresh, not knowing anything. And I love it. I love I love what a dick Khonshu is. I love what a spaz Steven with a V is. I like when he's like, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. My name is Steven with a V.
He's such a nerd.
Like, yeah, great series so far. Where we really got to see like Moon Knight really fight in the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It was a really cool scene. And like Ben was on the phone while it was going on. And like he looks at me, he's like, what? And I'm like,
Yeah. Stuff's finally happening.
yeah, that was what I found too. There was a lot of slow, like, I just feel like they really nailed home the point that like he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And neither do we. So
Yeah.
get on with it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, well, like, remember when like neither of them remember what happened and they're like everyone's dead? They're like there's a third personality and we're just waiting to see. And apparently it's a fucking psycho.
Yeah. Oh man. So he could technically have as many personalities as they want to write into it.
Yeah, in the comics, I think he's got like there's like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a cool concept, you know. I heard a lot before going into it that like, oh, it's just Marvel's Batman, and it's not at all.
I don't see how that's. I guess Batman's also a broken character, but he doesn't even have any superpowers. This guy actually has a god.
Yeah, and like we've seen like super strength.
Yeah. No, I
Batman ain't
think
got no super strength. Yeah, no. Now going into it, like it's not, and like I'm hoping to see a lot of the Moon Knight memes that I've sent you every now and then, like showing up in it, like, you know, the random bullshit.
yeah. Yeah, I think I've never heard of it before it came out. And I think I really enjoy learning about like Egyptian myth and things like that. So I think anything that kind of incorporates that, kind of cool.
It was real cool when he was like turning back the sky in the last episode.
Yeah, like a snow
Like,
globe almost.
Yeah, like that's huge. Whoa.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
he
Moon
turn
Knight,
time?
I don't think he can, but Khonshu's a god, so you know Khonshu can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But and again, like so messy with Marvel, they were like, oh, you know, the Asgardians aren't gods. They're just really strong aliens that people thought were gods. And then like, but there's these gods.
Yeah, I think it gets convoluted. I probably just have to rewatch it and it would be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Moon Knight for us. I'm digging it so far. We're 3 episodes in. I think there's only gonna be 6.
That sounds about right. That's what they usually do.
Or who knows, might be 8. I don't know. I don't know. Google it if you really want to know. But yeah, that I'm gonna keep watching it. Of course, I'm gonna keep watching it. And yeah. All right, on to upcoming things. First thing we got upcoming for movies is Doctor Strange.
Oh man.
Yeah, pre-sale tickets have already went on May 6th. If you haven't got them yet, make sure you do. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
This one is gonna be big. Like all the stuff they're gonna bring in, like there's already suspicion because you hear them in the trailer that Patrick Stewart's Professor X is gonna be in it.
Yeah, that's like 2 different franchises.
Well, when you know Disney owns like Simpsons and all that now. Fox,
Mm.
when they bought Fox, they got the rights to the X-Men and all that. So like we could be seeing Wolverine in this. Like we could see Deadpool, we could see Colossus. Like,
Man, Disney maybe needs to be stopped. I don't know. Maybe they have too much power now.
well, like, well, like everyone's saying that like eventually, if Sony stops playing nice with Spider-Man because they own Spider-Man, Disney will eventually just buy them and be like,
Yeah.
we will buy you to get Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then they'll start selling stuff like Amazon, and they'll take over the world.
You know what? I've been to Disney World tons of times, and I'm okay with it. They do
Yeah,
stuff
me
right.
too. They do. It's true.
They do stuff right. You know what? The world's just full of heartless corporations. Let's just do one that at least, like, you know, pretends to be nice.
It's nice to children.
Yeah, exactly.
But I actually just rewatched Doctor Strange, the trailer,
yeah,
like just to refresh. And one, it looks so good.
right.
But two, like I always kind of felt like Doctor Strange was like a secondary character, like kind of like Hawkeye.
Mhm.
And they even like kind of joke about that in the Hawkeye series where it's kind of like, you know, but again,
Well,
it's kind of, well,
Hawkeye more so than Doctor Strange
Yeah.
is a secondary character.
But do you think that they put Scarlet Witch in it so much because they know how well liked she is? And like Doctor Strange, like I don't see him as that character that people are like, I want to be Doctor Strange when I grow up. Like, no, people want to be Thor, they want to be Hulk.
I want to be.
Right? They don't want to be the guy in the jacket but he looks really cool in this.
Doctor Strange has always, like, you know, I don't think he's ever really been like as big as like Iron Man or Hulk or Thor or any of those guys, but he's always been one of these like wildly powerful characters.
Yeah.
And like Disney wants to like expand to everything so much, and I think they know, like, especially with how good like Benedict Cumberbatch is. Cumberbatch. I don't know. Yeah. Benedict Cinnamon Bun.
He sounds delicious.
Yes, he does. But yeah, I think and like he's so well liked and he's such a good actor. I think they know, like, all right, let's do that. Get the Scarlet Witch in there with them. People really like Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh yeah. How
like so much they could do to like get that, you know?
Yeah, I just or do they overlap a lot in the comics?
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're both magic, right? So like it really makes sense to have them together in this.
That's true. Oh, and I love Elizabeth Olsen. I never thought she'd be the most successful Olsen.
I never even knew she existed.
She kind of looks like them now, eh?
Yeah, she does now. Like, I think, you know, on like Full House, they should just pay her to come back instead of the Olsen's. Like, well, you ain't gonna do it.
No, now the other ones have like eating disorders and are probably on drugs. So way to go, Elizabeth Olsen. You won.
I don't think they are, but the older they get, the more they both look like Skeletor.
I know, it's weird, man.
Yeah, it is weird. But yeah, so Doctor Strange, can't wait for it. We're gonna get so much, like so many characters coming into this. I'm really hoping they go to both of the Spider-Man universes. I'm thinking they're gonna at least go to the Tobey Maguire one, because those movies were directed by Sam Raimi, and he's doing this. Yeah, he's the guy that did like the original Evil Deads. That's why, like, remember that poster I posted? Like, that's why it's so good, because it like calls back to his old movies.
Oh, okay.
Like, who knows? It's Sam Raimi, so I'm thinking we're gonna get Bruce Campbell in it.
Yeah, you gotta.
He loves putting him in it. And what's that? the car from the Evil Dead movies, he has a habit of like putting it in like all of his movies. So I want to see if it shows up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I would do whatever I wanted if I was like a director.
Oh,
Do the craziest shit. I can't
with
have that
this
power.
with this movie, he especially could. Like, I'm pretty sure he owns Evil Dead and all that, or not. I could be completely wrong, but I'm just guessing. Like, who knows? We could have Ash show up with the chainsaw and the shotgun and be like, Rudy.
Die. And you know what? It would totally like multiverse. All gloves are
Exactly.
off.
It could happen.
Right?
That would be one of the moments where like I would jump up in the theater and be like, yes. Shop smart. Shop and smart.
Now I gotta rewatch those movies. So that's
oh, they're always a treat. I fucking love them. But all right, fuck, I almost went off on like a tangent on those movies now.
We should do
Right,
an episode on those.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a video game coming out for those soon.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be pretty good. But all right, so Doctor Strange, and after that, we got Stranger Things.
Oh
we're not going to get into it too much because we're going to do a whole episode on that. So, not getting into it too much. But, can't wait. Hoppers in Russia.
He's always in Russia, that actor.
You know what? It's been like 3 years since the last season.
Yeah, like, and you can definitely tell that this season is for the people that started watching it when we were a little bit younger, because it's so, you can tell it's already going to be so much darker.
Yeah. I was actually saying to Laura, because we're rewatching them all right now. I'm like, you know what? When it first started, I related to the kids a little more than I did like anyone else. Now at the end of it, like, you know, Hopper and being a dad and stuff, I relate more to him, especially watching the third season. We'll get into it when we do the episode. Just like, you know, just stuff. And like, I just relate to him so much right now. But okay, moving on.
I can see that.
Things. Can't wait. That's gonna be our after Doctor Strange. We'll do Stranger Things because we got our Doctor Strange episode coming up. But after that, Obi-Wan, like, actually Stranger Things and Obi-Wan are coming out on the same goddamn day. I think that's why Disney moved it up. I think they were really like, I have no idea. I haven't seen anything, but for no reason, because remember it was going to come out on, I think it was the 24th or the 25th to coincide with the original Star Wars movie coming out like 50 years ago or whatever. And then with no real explanation, they just moved it up to the, and I don't know. I think it may be to compete with them a little, like, you know, see how, like, try and knock off Netflix's #1 show.
That is so
Disney.
Next level
it is
petty.
So Disney.
Like, they're like, we could be really nice and release it on the anniversary and it'd be super nostalgic. They're like, or we could fuck over Stranger Things.
Exactly.
I hope it's that.
Or who knows? Maybe they have something else big that they're going to do on that day for Star Wars, because it is that day they're having Disney's doing like a Star Wars celebration. Oh man, I wish I was going to be at Disney World on that day. I bet you go to Galaxy's Edge on that day, there's going to be some sweet
Jedi
stuff
fights
going on. I know that they do Jedi Academy for like kids. I've seen videos and there's like, and like they try and get the kids to be Jedis, but like I've seen videos where kids are like, you know, Darth Vader comes out and they like kneel before him and stuff.
Aw.
Yeah.
I actually do a Jedi Academy at the library for work.
Aw, that's super cute. I'll have to bring Azzy by. But yeah, Obi-Wan looks great. The beginning of the trailer when that duel of the fates, the whoa,
Always that
so
intense
good.
music.
Right? Who is that? John Williams, right? That's the guy who did he do it for the original one, or is it just the
Isn't
duel?
it when they introduced Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wow, I actually knew that. I didn't
right?
even know I knew that. It just came out.
Prequel knowledge.
Why? I don't want it. I don't want it.
Too bad it's in there. I hate sand.
It's sad.
Okay, so Obi-Wan looks great. We're gonna get Inquisitors, which do you know about the Inquisitors and all that?
No, you just told me about it, and I'm like, I don't think I watched that one.
No, that is, remember how I always said, like, don't sleep on those cartoons?
Oh, right, the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Clone Wars. I think they're more from the Rebels though, but and like they've shown up in other like Star Wars extended lore, like the video games and stuff, but they're pretty much like Sith, but Palpatine and Vader don't let them become full Sith. They're like corrupted Jedis pretty much, and they're like their army, and I think there's only like 8 of them or something. The one we see the most is the Grand Inquisitor, and he's pretty much like a couple times in like the comics, he tries to bump Vader off and like become the new,
Man, that sounds okay. I know I gotta watch it. It's just very hard for me to get into cartoons.
the especially like the Clone Wars animation, I can handle more than I can Rebels animation.
Okay.
Rebels is very like kids, but there's also like I love their Darth Vader design in Rebels. It looks like, how when you've seen the like the original concept art, and like he has like much sharper edges like to his mask and all
Okay. Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
the Rebels design looks like for Vader. And you get to see again, remember in The Mandalorian when that one Jedi with the 2 white lightsabers and the like kind of head tentacles thing shows up?
yes.
That's Ahsoka Tano. She's Anakin's apprentice, and she's
Awesome.
awesome. Yeah. She's another a Dave Filoni. Like, oh yeah.
Okay.
She's like his like character. He cares very much about Ahsoka Tano.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's so good to know her.
Yeah. And it's like
I'll leave.
I'll see myself. But yeah, Obi-Wan, can't wait for it. We got to see young Luke in the trailer, which that looked nice. I liked it. Oh man, that sounded weird.
I liked it. I am hoping for a lot more because I know Ewan whatever McGregor is a good actor. I think he just got handed not a great script in the prequels, but he still did what he could. So I'm hoping with people, don't give me that look. You know it was garbage.
Objectively, you're wrong. Like
you know it's going to be better.
like there was some stupid shit, and there is a lot to make fun of. I hate sand. That's gonna be my new catchphrase. I hate sand.
We need merch that just says I hate sand.
But yeah, there's a lot bad about them, but whatever. I'm hoping for I want to see some Star Wars characters. It'd be nice to Ahsoka Tano, see her in it, hopefully. And who else? I don't know. Vader. I can't wait. We're guaranteed Vader showing up because because Mr. I Hate Sand himself is going to be in it. He's already confirmed it.
So still we're acting? I thought he was working a sucking cup somewhere.
So we're gonna get to see like we're gonna get to see a really good Vader and like Obi-Wan fight, like more when they're in their more like the last one we seen in Revenge of the Sith, which were like, come on. You can have your problems with them, but that lightsaber fight was amazing.
I wonder how long it took them to learn the choreography for that. Because it was like a half-hour fight at
It was,
least.
oh yeah, it was really long. I don't think like a half hour, but it was still really fucking long.
Yeah. Yeah. Respect to that.
Yeah. And like I really want to have like a moment where like Obi-Wan's got the high ground again. He's like, I have the high ground. And like he goes to jump again and he's like, no, man, not again. Yeah.
So
he starts stabbing him. He's like, I don't care. Come down.
I win. So this
fucking twists
Obi-Wan,
off his leg and throws it at him.
it is a weapon. That's what I would use. Is this Obi-Wan though? It's still supposed to be before like Luke and Leia? Or
yeah,
is
this is gonna be, I'm not really sure what's gonna spur it all on, but this is gonna be the times when he's like just sitting out in the desert keeping an eye on Luke.
Oh, and Luke's a baby.
No, Luke's like, because we see Luke in the trailer and he's like sitting on top of like a part of the sand hut. I hate sand. And he's like pretending to like, drive a pod racer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So we're going to be getting Inquisitors. We're going to get young Luke Skywalker. That's really cool. More Ewan McGregor. He's got the high ground. Hello there.
It's got to be okay.
Yeah. More Mr. Hello there. And
I wonder who's going to play the young Leia. If they even show her.
We might see Leia because I heard we're going to see the guy that plays Bail Organa, and he's the one that raises her. Yeah.
She gets to go and be a fucking princess. He's got to live in the sand town.
Have fun being a princess. He's your sand baby.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I'm going to go hang out in the desert now and live a life of no responsibility. Freaking lazy hippie Jedi.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, and that'll be Obi-Wan. So, yeah, Jurassic World. After that, we're gonna be they're gonna have Chris Pratt in it. I don't know their names.
Everybody.
Original, like the original
Jeff Goldblum
people in it.
That's the only name I know.
Chris Pratt, Jeff Goldblum, the other guy, those two other girls.
It looks really good.
It does. I like how you see some of the dinosaurs in the trailer like have feathers and stuff. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard not to imagine now because like you see those YouTube videos of like how it's made and you're like he's running beside like two raptors or whatever, but it's like just two guys with like raptor heads.
Just bobbing beside them.
Once you get past that though, I'm like, I was a little bit iffy at first when you told me they were making another one, but this one is so full of nostalgia that I'm looking forward to it.
I'll always go see any dinosaur movie ever. I don't care. I love dinosaurs.
You never really grew out of that phase.
I never grew out of my dinosaur phase. They're cool.
They are cool. That's true. There's worse movies you can watch. Like Spring Breakers.
Spring Break.
Spring Break.
Spring Break forever.
If you haven't seen Spring Breakers, be sure to.
Don't.
You'll never get that time back, but it will be kind of worth it.
That's my good deed for the day. Don't. Just don't. James Franco should be tied to a chair and repeatedly punched in the face for that movie.
Yeah, well, for a lot of things.
Oh yeah, a lot of things. While we got him in the chair,
Yeah.
a lot of other things. I hate James Franco. But yeah, I hope James Franco gets eaten by a dinosaur in this new movie. I think that would be really cool.
That's his only role.
They're just like, why? Like, this one guy does that a very specific request.
Well, that was what was weird. Just a side note was that Prometheus movie. He was in it, but just as the captain that dies at the beginning. I was like, why? Like, he's not. Why would you pay James Franco to die? Like, he didn't even have any lines, barely.
You know what? Maybe the director was just like me, and he's like, I don't care how much money it costs. I just want to see you die.
That's a good point.
I will pay your fee just to watch you die, James Franco.
He's like, I'm not actually dying, right? He's like, sure.
Not up here, I don't. Okay, God. So back to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, sorry.
Jurassic World Dominion. Sorry. Our official stance on this podcast is fuck James Franco.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. More dinosaurs, more Blue. You my boy.
Oh, Blue.
And more Chris Pratt, because Chris Pratt can just simply do no fucking wrong.
No, he's perfect.
No, you know what? I say that, but I think he's got some really controversial political opinions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like gay people. I don't.
Yeah. I'm sure he does a lot wrong, but I kind of like his act. No, I don't think he doesn't like gay people.
There is something. Maybe his abortion.
I think he's just like one of those like Christian like just Christian conservative people, right? We're like, supports Donald Trump. He's a Texas guy, I think.
I feel like Chris Pratt tricked us all and then was like, hey, I'm actually this big fucking conservative asshole, but you already love me, so
yeah. Remember when I was Andy? Wasn't that silly? And
I'm like, damn it, I do love him.
God damn it, you're in so many franchises I already love so much. Like, he's also going to be, he's Chris Pratt. He's going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder too. Star-Lord's going to be in it. Right.
I think I heard the whole clan cast is going to be in Thor.
Yeah. I think they are. I know definitely him, Groot, and Rocket. Right? Love Groot and Rocket.
Yeah.
They could never have like controversial political opinions because they're not real.
No, it's true. You just find out the actors that do their voices are just huge, like, white supremacists.
I would not be surprised if Vin Diesel was.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper is a fucking angel, though.
That's true. I want to read his memoir, or maybe it's. Sorry, thinking of another actor.
Yeah, I know the one you're thinking of.
McConaughey.
Yeah,
Green Light.
Yeah, I got like halfway through it, and I didn't stop because I didn't like it. I think I just got distracted because I have ADD.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But it was really good when he'd when he'd tell like a story about where like something good happened, he'd be like, red light.
I love it. Yeah. I gotta listen to that audiobook.
I listened to it a lot in my car, and like, I gotta finish it now that we were talking about. Yeah, he's cool. He's not in any of the movies we're fucking talking about.
No, he's the Fox guy, or the.
No, he's not. That's Bradley Cooper.
Oh, right. I'm not. How do I even work here? I
don't. Fucking fired. But yeah, they're all going to be in it. I'm really hoping they're like in it for more than they're just like, well, we're just dropping Thor off. Bye.
Yeah. I think it's just Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah.
right? It's the Chris.
Yeah.
They have so much chemistry on screen that it's almost like it would add to the movie to have him, like the both of them in it for longer.
Yeah. Well, they really did, like in the in Endgame and Infinity War, like, you know, just trying to one up each other.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of Endgame when they're on the ship and Thor is like, you know, touching the stuff, and Chris Pratt's just like, as long as everybody knows who's in charge. And he's like, everybody knows who's in charge. And he like pats him on the back, and he's like, me. And Thor like just pretends to not hear him and starts touching the screen.
They're both just like really, yeah, they're really good at comedy, which is surprising from Chris Hemsworth, but he nails it every time.
They just their two characters are just like, I love, they're just like always trying to out macho each other. I'm really hoping, you know how like you've seen pictures and like Hemsworth is fucking jacked as shit for this.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping because Star-Lord makes a comment of like, that's it, I'm getting a Bowflex. Of like, you know, he gets the Bowflex and like him and Thor start using it, but Thor just gets massive because he's God.
Or he just breaks it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? That would be a good joke if like Hemsworth like like they do like a flashback and like Hemsworth was getting in better shape. Sorry, Chris Pratt. So Thor breaks it.
Yeah, no, it looks really, you got the return of that Valkyrie chick too.
Yeah, she's gonna be, because they released all the toys and I'm like, fuck, I gotta buy like 15 more action figures.
This is a burden.
I know, this is a burden. I'm gonna have to carry those around at Fan Expo. I fucking know it.
Well, it will be worth to have, if only to give to Astrid.
Thor and Hulk are my things that I like mainly collect, and even like Hulk, I was like, all right,
yeah,
slowing down on that, just Thor. So any Thor ones come out, I gotta get them.
That's fair.
So yeah, on the toys, it says like on hers, King Valkyrie, because Thor made her the king of Asgard.
Yeah,
right?
I love that. Man, they do it right.
Right, and we're gonna get Jane Foster Thor, and like I love Jane Foster Thor. She's fucking badass. So we'll see how Natalie Portman does with that, you know. Like
I think she'll do okay.
Yeah. I hate sand.
I hate sand. She reacted well to the sand conversation.
Yes, she did.
She really pulled that movie along.
So yeah, Thor Love and Thunder. Right now, Thor Love and Thunder has set a new record for Marvel. It's the shortest time between a movie's release and a trailer coming out.
Oh.
Yeah. And
man,
like
people are jacked.
Well, like everyone's like waiting to find out when. Like the other week they like released the thing of like Taika Waititi, who plays Korg and like directs the movie. Guy's fucking genius. But like all had like hand singles up of different like numbers, and like so everyone thought it was coming out this Monday because that's what the hand signals. Nope.
No, they were just fucking with you.
Yeah. It might even be like we're gonna have to wait till like it'll be like the post-credit scene for Doctor Strange, just like how Doctor Strange was for Spider-Man. Right?
Man, and they know like nerds look into like every inch of like, right? So they're like, did you see
that's
that
why
one
I
guy
want it
had
out
nail
already.
polish?
That's why I want it out already. Like, come on.
I was lied to.
And like people are like freaking out because the figures, Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher, he doesn't look much like he did in the comics. Like the figure, it's getting compared to, remember Bill and Ted's Awesome Adventure? Remember Death?
Yeah.
He looks like death.
Keanu Reeves. Put him in
Right?
Marvel. Put him in Marvel.
Right?
Oh god.
Wouldn't that be great if like Keanu Reeves just like, whoa.
I would totally accept him as any character they want to make him, even
Oh
if it's
yeah.
Neo.
No.
No crossover.
No. Neo's not allowed in my Marvel
Oh
universe.
god. I hope X-Men doesn't ruin it. Like it ruined a lot of the movies.
What do you mean?
Like, sorry to jump back to Doctor Strange, but on a tangent. If they do include X-Men in it, I hope that they can like do it well. But
well, like I never had a problem with any of the like X-Men movies or like the actors, but like there's certain people like, I don't want the guy who played Cyclops to come back. I don't want any of the girls who played Jean Grey to come back. I am okay with Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
But I also want him to come back as that Wolverine, maybe like once or twice. I want a new Wolverine. I want Harry Potter as my Wolverine. I don't care what anyone says. I get shit on all the time for saying it, but I want him. Like, like my dream Marvel casting of characters that haven't been are like him as Wolverine or Tom Hardy. But I think Tom Hardy's too old now. So,
and he's been in like too much, like he's associated with like other guys.
Exactly. Get out of here, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah. I want Zac Efron as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch.
That'd be good.
And I don't care what anyone says. I want Dwayne The Rock Johnson as the Thing.
I could just see Zac Efron though being like, I'm already shaved. It's like, why? Nobody asked me to do that.
Why? Why not?
Me and The Rock had a night.
Yeah, exactly. And like, what, they would be good because Johnny Storm and the Thing are supposed to like be like always like squabbling and like, and like we've seen in Baywatch, they can play off each other.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot they were in Baywatch together.
Yeah, they were. Baywatch was fucking hilarious.
It was so funny.
But it's one of those movies I only needed to watch it once.
Yeah. Kind of like 21 Jump Street.
No, 21 Jump Street is very rewatchable. So yeah, Thor Love and Thunder, it's going to be about Jane Foster picking up the hammer and becoming Thor. And, our Thor Odinson is going to be coming back to Asgard, and Gore the God Butcher. Gore is a character from the comics, was created by Jason Aaron. He's like Thor. I don't know if they're gonna like have this, but like him and Thor's story like goes throughout Thor's whole life. Thor is constantly encountering him, like even before he can pick up the hammer. And like Gore's whole thing is that he's killing all the gods because he thinks they're unworthy of being worshipped.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when I keep calling her Jane Fonda. Jane Foster has to come in.
Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Who knows? Maybe Gore shows up in Asgard and the hammer picks her because Thor is out in space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Like
having a great time.
Exactly. Hanging out with Star-Lord, chilling on the Bowflex, wearing that sweet red vest, which I will be getting.
It's true. He is.
Yeah, I am. So then boom. Yeah. Disney's got a lot of shows coming out this year. We got Groot. We got X-Men 92, which is going to continue from the original X-Men cartoon.
Is it still cartoon?
Yep, still going to be cartoon. I heard they got a lot of the same people to come back and do the voices too, so that'll be pretty cool. Yeah. And Miss Marvel's supposed to come out this year, and She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got really excited because the chick that's playing She-Hulk is a Canadian
Mhm.
named, I think it's like Natalia. It doesn't sound like she sounds like she's from somewhere else, but I'm trying to say something, but it came out kind of
European.
racist.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a European.
Yeah. um
Sounds like she's from somewhere else.
I'm like, I'm not trying to.
She ain't from around these parts. I don't like her green skin.
I promise. But she was awesome in Orphan Black.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show?
No.
It's she plays 5 different versions of herself, like 5 different characters.
Like
Yeah.
Moonknight.
Yeah, but like literal, like she'll have 5 of them in a room having a conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be clones, and it's anyways, it was filmed in like Toronto.
Cool.
I know way too much about it.
Fun.
So I'm interested to see how she does with this because I think she'll kill it.
Yeah. Cool.
Because I love you. I don't. Still really worried that people think I hate her.
She doesn't like you. Oh no, she's probably not gonna watch our show anymore.
What if she
Lacey.
watches this?
She's one of our 16 viewers.
She's like, well, now you only have 15 viewers. Fuck you, Lacey.
God damn it. Oh, Chris Pratt's gonna stop listening too.
Aww.
Damn it. Chris Pratt. Oh well, moving on.
Oh well.
So we're also gonna have a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special coming out around Christmas. I can't wait. I hear it's gonna be in the same kind of style as the Star Wars Christmas special.
They're all gonna do a bunch of cocaine first.
Wouldn't that be like amazing if Gamora like comes on and she's got like white shit all over her nose? She's like
it's just my skin, whatever. You're green.
She just starts singing really loud. But yeah, that's and like James Gunn's doing it too.
Okay, so it's going to be like kind of a retro.
Yeah.
Not taking themselves too seriously.
Yeah, it's probably going to have some great music because he always picks awesome songs.
Christmas music that we can maybe soundtrack.
Right? We could, well, yeah, maybe. We could, so around Christmas time, we'll probably try and do a Guardians of the Galaxy episode. Coincide with that.
For sure.
Right? Or we'll just wrap it up in one of our Christmas episodes. And we got Black Adam coming out with The Rock, Wakanda Forever, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, Spider-Man, Flashpoint, which probably won't be coming out anymore or ever because it turns out the guy, that Ezra Miller dude, I guess he's got a bad reputation of like abusing people.
Oh, yeah.
There was an incident. There was an incident at a bar, and and I guess like some of his girlfriends have come out, or I don't know, so I don't want to say, but I've heard some really bad stuff about him. So even though they got the movie pretty much finished now, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good though in a way that Disney has enough of a soul. I think it's Disney that people are being accountable in their personal lives and it affects their work life like everybody else now.
I think Disney's just better. I think Disney's just better at covering it all up.
Yeah. They're just, no.
I love Disney, but I recognize them for the money grubbing monsters they are. What?
That's fair.
I'm allowed to love monsters.
I just want to work there. Actually, no, I don't.
No.
I bet you there's a lot of Disney fucking. Anyway.
I think I could handle working at a Disney park.
Yeah.
Something very something very low responsibility. Like, let me hand out popcorn.
Yeah.
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 So Disney, if you're listening, let me hand out popcorn.
Yeah, we'll apply.
Yeah. Why not, right?
Yeah.
And something not very Disney we got coming out is The Boys. Did you watch the first 2 seasons?
I watched it intermittently because Ben and I started it together, and then I fall asleep and he continues to watch like 7 episodes. So I kind of know what's going on.
Makes sense.
It's good from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's it is not very Disney friendly.
Sounds so creepy.
Homelander does what remember from the first season when he's like standing up on top of a building jerking off, and he's like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
It's kind of like an honest what would happen if an average person got powers. Just kind of like, I'm gonna exploit this because I fucking can.
Yeah, he's just so fucked up. I like, especially like in the comics, like, yeah, when the first season came out, the thing that I'm making sure not to do for Moonknight, I blasted through it, all of them. So yeah, it can and probably will get much more fucked up. So yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, watch The Boys.
I will now.
So yeah, and I think that's it for upcoming movies, shows for us that we think you should all be on the lookout for. So do it.
Yeah, do that. And follow us at the Duck Pond on
Duck
Facebook.
Pond Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. And is it Duck Pond Pod or podcast on Instagram? Either way, you'll see it.
If they're here, they're probably here because of there.
That's true. So subscribe if you're here.
Yep. Because we need subscribers here.
Yeah.
YouTube came and told us if we don't get more, we're going to kick us out. So
they're going to make us work for Disney for free.
Not handing out popcorn.
Not handing out popcorn. All right. Yeah. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Everybody? Get out of the duck pond. Good night.